angle coming from?
Okay, we are now officially live because apparently it was like go live. It's like everything is recording, everything is done. It's like nothing. Okay then.
Which means you have to do it
trying
again.
to protect the world from a Princess Bodacious.
God damn it.
Fucking knew this shit was gonna happen.
The sad part is I tried to make sure this didn't happen, and it still happened.
You know,
It was trying to protect the world at large from Princess Bodacious.
should I actually put odds on us on like bad luck for now on?
Anyway.
So, should we redo introductions?
Yeah. So,
the echo went away.
So, just to let everybody know, I'm the DM/host. My name's Isaac. This is Volcanus here on the live stream here. We have our friend Lich, aka Dustin. Crawl 47 right next to me.
Close enough.
Treblowski and Ninja Pie King.
I'm here.
I'm not the only one hearing that echo, right?
No, I'm hearing it.
Is that better?
The echo's coming from your guys' not Trey's or mine.
Oh, okay.
Trey's the one who's beeping, though.
Well,
No, the beeping is Travis or Goku.
Ah.
Goka.
Goka. Gauka.
Anyone a sub by any chance?
Anyone what?
Beeping kind of sounds like sonar, doesn't it?
No, I'm just in a large Walmart.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure anybody that's on their phone that's in the same room as me can turn their mic off because they'll hear you through this one, through mine.
That will probably help a lot.
hello.
Hey, Trey.
Hi, Isaac.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you already got yours muted there, Trey.
Right, I guess I
think
need
I
to turn
just
this
turned
one
mine
off then.
Everybody, please pardon us as we deal with technical malfunctions.
Well, while we're doing this, I'm making a drink, so...
How's that?
Oh yeah, I was gonna pour myself some lemonade. I'll
Did
be
I
right
turn
back.
myself off?
Just the mic.
Just the mic. So you'll hit mute. There you go.
There is no mute for the muteless.
How's the audio now?
It sounds better.
There we go. Let me turn the sensitivity on this mic a little more. There we go. Alright. So, let's do character introductions again. I'm the DM. Who wants to go first? I think it's Ninja Pie King who wanted to go first. So, Ninja Pie King, what is your character?
That's sin.
Alright.
Most unholy abomination.
He went to get lemonade, remember?
That's right. So, it goes to Gauka. What wonderful character do you have for us, Gauka?
Say go, then ka.
Goka.
Have y'all sorted yourselves yet?
Yes.
And I am in the guts of a self-checkout right now, so save me for last.
Alright. So, Ninja Pie King, what's your character?
I am playing the magical girl, Bodacious Beatrice.
And we hate it.
That's the point.
Also of note is the only two magical girl series I've actually seen more than a few episodes of are Madoka Magica and Miracle Nana. Which means I'm playing this mostly by ear and pop culture osmosis for how magical girls are actually supposed to be.
I think one of the best is
One
Cardcaptor
of them
Sakura.
is Lovecraftian horror, and the other is a mech anime disguised as a magical girl anime.
Is that Miracle
I'm just
Nana?
imagining a giant mech with a skirt on it.
That's actually that's when she went Space Cop, right?
What?
Miracle Nana is the one with the magical girl who stole the nickname of the Gundam from the Gundam fandom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, maybe it was later. I thought they became Space Cop soon. It doesn't matter.
That's in the third season where they're actually officially space cops.
yeah.
Before
So-
that, they're pretty much freelancing for the space cops.
So we have Boudica, which I believe is a tiefling, correct?
Did you just call my character Boudica?
Boudica.
And that was actually one of her names in development, but then I decided not to reference a lady who went on a rampage because her children died.
I thought Budokai was also for what they said before they started the game in Bakugan.
I know Boudica only as the lady who attacked the Romans because they killed her children.
I keep thinking.
I only know her from a viral meme of a guy's Tinder profile that sounded like it was written by a half-orc.
Alright.
So yeah, a reminder, my character's name is Bodacious Beatrix. Bodacious
Okay.
is her first name. Beatrix is her last name.
Maybe call you Bobby.
Because, yes, as Isaac said, she is a tiefling.
Okay. So we have
And she
Bodacious.
can fly!
Maybe call you Bobby.
Oh god, yep, that's a good mix.
Okay. The guy mixing drinks is the Lich, and I believe you're playing what, Lich?
I am the kobold. I am the kobold known as Rooklub.
And you're supposed to be a wizard, right?
No, Barbarian.
Barbarian, right?
Yes.
He's a barbarian with the Oracle / Divine Gift background from Myths of Theros.
Nice.
I'm still laughing my ass off at the idea that there's a tiny little munchkin running around Berserker.
Oh, it's gonna get fucking worse.
Yes, the god, by the way, that this little munchkin worships happens to be a previous character of Goka, known as Fast Eddie.
All hell Fast Eddie.
It sounds like a street drug, actually.
No, more like a dodgy car sale.
Think a dodgy used car dealer, but with magical items.
So Eddie from when he actually grew up.
Is that part of the backstory?
No. No, that was just a reference to Ed and Eddie.
I know. However, with a dumb character like that, that could very well be part of the backstory.
I wouldn't call Fast Eddie dumb, but Trey, you're playing.
Oh, I'm here. Okay. Right, I'm Pasta Chell. I am a turtle monk wanderer.
Is Wanderer actually a class?
It's his background.
Oh.
So, we have a turtle. We have this one.
No, it's totally not true. I just put it there.
Or just tedious. I can't
Fireball,
really-
eggnog, delicious.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm Crawl23 and I'm a high elf rogue. Named Shane Silent Tread.
So you're playing the straight man of the group.
I don't know if I'm going to be the straight man since my background's a charlatan.
You're still the closest thing to human we have for this group.
Well, my character is forced to be deluded by her pact. We've got the turtle who has a serious backstory, but is played by the guy who cannot be serious for more than 15 minutes.
I think you're giving him too much credit with the 15 minutes.
Why so serious?
We've got a kobold that worships a used car salesman.
I thought he was an antiquities dealer.
You gently used refurbished magic items. Thank you very much.
And then you're going to hear about Kuka's character in a bit. But it is also ridiculous.
Whose character?
Kuka, also known as Travis.
Ah.
So I'm trying to use screen names because I'm trying to do something.
Just say G-Man. We can call it a Half-Life reference.
G-Man!
Sure.
But,
Gee, that sure is a man.
Oh, where's my
G-Man's supposed to be an
mug?
alien, though?
huh?
He's the Half-Life reference, G-Man. Isn't he supposed to be an alien?
Possibly.
I don't think they ever explain what it is, but I've never played the games and know most of my knowledge about them from a friend I had in middle school.
I know that his briefcase
That was
is
a while
actually
ago,
part
then.
of his character model.
Everything I know about Half-Life, I learned against my will from memes.
Okay. So.
And I guess I haven't done it. We've introduction is my character. 6-foot-tall lizard man thinks magic is tasty, wants to get more of it.
So, Lizard Kirby?
Apparently, yes.
He's not there yet, but he'll get there with the subclass I spitballed. Monk subclass, the Magic Eaters.
Speaking
gonna be
of
good.
which,
So you're the only one using
I've got
Homebrew.
2 books.
The only reason I actually allowed it because it did work well with his character, so... And really, it's not so much homebrew as it's just more of a... How should I say? Redressing of, like, the standard monk. Because all the abilities are just... Instead of things like arrows, you can catch magic.
I can catch magic in addition to arrows once I reach right level. Basically,
In other D&D news, apparently Chessex has finally updated its website from its old 1995 one. So you might be able to start buying from them if you're not in an actual dice shop.
Speaking of wonderful shops, if anybody is ever in the Crestview area, please stop by the Game Masters Guild, one of our favorite and wonderful game stores run by a lovely family.
Every item.
By the way,
only
we're not being
games
paid to
going
say that, by the way.
Are
No.
you showing the chat, Isaac? Like, our
Oh, yeah,
group
did
chat?
you actually send them the link? Alan, Dave, the link?
For what?
For the thing.
I just shared it on Facebook.
Okay.
Do any of us actually have Facebook other than you?
I have book.
I don't use mine, so...
I avoid it like the plague.
I have Bookface.
I think Trey just shared the live stream on general chat if you guys want to...
Thanks, Trey.
Alright.
Reason I was asking about whether or not our chat was being shown was because I wanted to do something.
Anyway. So, to start this game off, your characters are all in a standard tavern. You've stopped in after a long road.
But my character's not old enough to drink.
This is you medieval times. Taverns are basically your hotel.
I know, I
mean,
was joking.
Did they even have an age limit in the Middle
mature
Ages?
at 14.
Huh?
Pretty sure they didn't have age restrictions on alcohol back then.
No, they didn't.
I was joking.
Nah.
Also, I'm linking the YouTube channel for the Game Masters Guild into the chat because we don't seem to have anyone watching yet.
Cool. What the hell just...
Anyway,
Is Trey literally flinging string at me?
Yes, he is. Hey, you keep flinging shit at us. We'll fling shit back. We got bigger stuff over here.
Don't forget, I'm also the DM. I can rocks fall on Turtle.
now just awesome, so we can't do anything useful in combat, but has to keep fighting.
But anyway, your character started out in a simple little inn and tavern. It's along a long road that leads to several towns. The nearest town is about a mile away from the tavern as you guys walk in.
Wait, we're already a group?
Essentially, not necessarily. Y'all basically just happen to walk in all at the same time.
I was gonna say, because part of my character's backstory is not knowing anything.
Yeah. So, essentially, you're a bunch of weary travelers on the road. You just happen to stop in at the same inn relatively around the same time.
Boy, am I weary.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go order a plate of hot wings. I don't know.
The bar, the innkeeper, dice table. The innkeeper looks at Beatrice and goes, "What the hell is a hot wing?"
You know, bird wing cooked in a spicy sauce.
Apparently we're in TGI Fridays.
The inn tavern looks at you and is like, "Do I look like I have the kind of money to be buying bird wings just fresh off the hook?"
Well, then what do you have?
Well, I've got bread and soup.
That's fucking it, really?
What do you expect? My shipments haven't been coming in like they're supposed to, and, well, apparently there's rumors of goblin raids going on. But anyway, but anyway, besides, this is also a medieval tavern. You'll notice that, well, the tavern itself isn't like uber shabby. There's not exactly new furniture in here. He's got, the place doesn't look like it's had a renovation in about 20 years.
Is the bathroom just a
To
hole?
be fair, Isaac, last time I played a game with you, you had us go living in a Adventurers Guild hall where we were served on hand and foot by dragon maids who could not tell what time of day it was. So,
In an army of Torus.
No, I'm pretty sure Toru could actually tell time.
Travis is like, "What the hell am I getting myself into?" Fair enough.
This is working.
jokingly asking for hot wings is something I expected to be met with. We're out of hot. Or some shit.
Well, at least you're not asking for cut off dragon tail.
No. My standard order back in that game was a bunch of just various fancy dishes.
And I had no idea what existed, so I had to describe everything in detail. You know how hard it is to describe a pancake?
Flat bread that's slightly sweet.
Yeah.
It's a cake, you make it in hand.
With some syrup.
Alright.
Considering
I
that
need a
this
flat
is like a
biscuit,
poor tavern,
sweetened
I'm pretty
bread,
sure they don't have
and
expensive
tree
stuff
blood.
like syrup and sugar.
Anyway. So, I'm assuming you're all just basically going off your varying spot. What are you doing, Lich?
I see a lizard folk. I'm going towards the lizard folk.
So, G-Man, a
Hey, I'm not.
kobold approaches your character.
I'm not sitting in this corner because there is a power cord over here.
Then get a chair.
How do I roll on a chair?
You get up, you pick it up, you move it, you put it down.
Do you not see the table I brought?
Oh, I thought that was yours. Hello? Okay, good. It's still here.
Okay.
Okay. So, G-Man, a kobold that you don't know is approaching your character.
I lick my eyeball.
Do you want to hear about the amazingness of Fast Ed?
I lick my under eyeball.
We're gonna need drinks over here.
The barkeep sends over a couple of ales and mugs. He's not quite sure what.
I'm gonna sniff at it a little bit and tentatively nibble on the edge of the mug.
Please don't nibble on my mugs. I don't have many of those left.
Okay.
His backstory sounds marred in tragedy.
So as everybody is essentially enjoying themselves and doing their stuff, a few hours go by, more visitors come in, they stop by, they get their food, some of them rent rooms.
Wait, what? What about the Carl and me?
Okay, what are you guys doing?
As I said, I'm playing dice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So Crawl is playing dice. What are you doing, Turtle Man?
All right. What looks like a sort of tired and weathered. It almost kind of looks like a really ugly, hunched-over guy in a robe walking with a cane on his back. As you look closely, you see that it appears to be a turtle who has two brown capes on his front and back tied around like a makeshift tunic. Atop his hat is a large, worn, wide-brimmed hat. Looks like he stole it off a dead guy or out of the garbage. And curiously, on his eyes are what appear to be the bottom of some kind of broken brown glass crudely held together with wire.
I think Trey's doing a hostile takeover of the DM.
I was just I didn't know how to describe my stealth, so I just kind of went third person for a minute. All right.
Okay.
As I make my way to the bar table, I look around and I simply make a request.
What are you doing? What you want, boy?
I'll just take hot water. If you got some leaves, I'll take that too.
Well, I've got water. I wouldn't exactly suggest you drink it, though.
I've had
Aren't you
worse.
supposed to be Irish?
And what else did you ask for?
Well, I'm not really hungry, but I kind of felt like having something. Do you have any leaves?
Leave. All right. You see the bartender go out the door with both a mug and a plate. You hear some shuffling. You hear an outdoor Door open, close behind him. The sloshing of something, you don't know what. He comes back in. He has leaves from outside and a mug full of brownish water and sets it in front of the turtle man.
One of those places where everyone drinks the ale because it's the only thing that's safe to drink.
I don't think the L is safe.
The L actually is safe. What are you doing, Trey?
Picking up and examining it. Well, it definitely looks cleaner than some of the water I've had before.
I just got out of the outhouse. What water are you drinking that's worse than that, man?
There was this one place that believed in sending the dead up the river. Water was pretty bad there, but I don't mind some, as they call it, poo water. And this is trying to be silly. This just happened.
Yes, and you're rolling with it spectacularly.
Alright. So, as you folks are doing your stuff, you hear the door suddenly crash through, and a young man flops onto the in front of you all and at the entrance of the tavern.
It'd be an angle we all can see.
He's covered in wounds, his clothes torn. He reaches up to the crowd and meekly says, "Help us," and goes unconscious.
Well, that's not fucking helpful at all.
You want to poke him with my stick?
Yeah, give him some of that water.
You kidding?
It's like, the innkeeper's like, I've got a better idea. Do we have a healer in the house? Cleric! Paladin! Druid! Ranger! I'll even take that! Is there anyone in the...
No, not until 5th level!
I've got +4 wisdom modified medicine check, and that's about it.
I got a
You can do a
medicinal kit.
medicine check to try and patch him up.
I have a medicinal kit. Will that work?
I mean...
Yeah,
I've got Witch Bolt.
Yes, Witch Bolt the poor bugger has already...
That was an intentional joke, dude. It would have hit better if you didn't make me explain it. Then again, I don't exactly think anybody's watching.
Surprisingly enough, it's bouncing between 3 and 4 people.
So that's me and you and 2 others. To our viewers, I am sorry.
Alrighty.
So,
What you doing?
so,
Did you forget to share it?
a little bit. Just sharing it out. Anyway.
Wow, we can do that after we've all done character introductions.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
share it
so-
beforehand, but just doing it again. Alright. Regardless. Anyhow. So you have unconscious boy, lots of cuts. What are you doing?
Okay.
Until he's awake is currently not my problem.
You know that thing that people do when they see something bad happening and they don't act because they don't know what to do?
Bystander effect?
Okay, I got it. I casually walk up to the guy and get down on one knee and put my hand on him and said, "Good man, are you okay?" While also cautiously, while trying to stealthily pick his pockets.
He's unconscious.
I don't think he's gonna fucking answer!
You see the barkeep kind of bring over a med kit. And, let's see.
No one's saying anything to me pilfering his pockets.
Is anybody watching you?
I don't know. You're the GM. I'm just throwing out what I'm doing there.
Should we roll perception to see if one of us sees?
Roll sleight of hand, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
13.
Why are you rolling sleight of hand?
Oh, I thought we were going to roll perception to see if someone of us
I'm
can see
sitting on it. Of course. Let's see here.
Well, Golden Boy don't see nothing.
Okay. The innkeeper is a little more bothered of trying to heal him, so that's 16 is going to be his Medicaid check.
So it's a D20 for sleight of hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's D20 for anything that isn't damaged. As we're told otherwise.
Unless you have a really broken weapon.
As I said, that isn't damaged.
That's actually.
Somebody want to help?
Right?
Somebody want to help me and the barkeep put this guy on the counter?
Tell me again.
So you're going to hit exclamation, roll, and then space, and
that's how you do
then...
it.
So can somebody help me?
Playing the dice spot to the people.
I'm going to help the barkeep get him
Dice
up on the
spot!
The silent hero of the story.
Okay, 12 plus my.
Or villain when the GM decides to use it.
Mr. GM, sir.
So that's a 5.
What do I have to roll to help the bartender get him up on the counter?
You don't.
I help the bartender get the injured kid up on the counter.
Okay. Are you guys gonna do anything about the dude rifling through his pockets?
I rolled a 12 plus 4, but for my dex, so that's
16.
Yeah, I roll 16 on sleight of hand.
Okay.
I hope people tune in.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay.
20.
Not one plus
The bartender does actually see you, just slightly. What you doing in his pockets, man? This poor bastard's probably got nothing in it.
Looking for ID.
What the hell? What kind of ID do you think a peasant's gonna have on him?
He might have family. We bring back he might have a wife and children who might want to know about him. I mean, they'll need some
Okay,
counseling.
before you continue, you realize that this kid is literally like 10 years old.
Really?
Yes!
You never gave an age. That's just weird now.
Yes, this is
That's why I helped the bartender, because I thought it was like an adult or something.
True. Okay. So, just to recap, you do see a 10-year-old boy who's been pretty roughly beat up. Looks like a crap load of small cuts.
Great, the origami is coming back.
Hang on.
Okay.
Do I have...
That kid looks like he's been messed up pretty bad.
Yeah, he'll live.
Well, after checking his pockets and finding nothing, I guess, I walk back to the dice table.
Okay, I have proficiency in survival, so I'm gonna go with that. See if I can't identify the wounds.
Oh, cool. Me too.
Okay.
I didn't think that would help for this situation, or I would have said something.
Yeah, survival works for tracking, identifying wound types.
And I also have to write in that I can do that.
Ooh, I got a
my
23.
character can do martial arts.
Great job. You see that these wounds are definitely made from small, crude knives and spears. You've seen this kind of damage before. It's almost like this kid got attacked by a whole lot of goblins. But what you also notice is very strange, something strange about his clothes too. They seem to have been singed as if caught in an explosion.
Okay, so the kid was playing around in an explosion.
Both.
I'm gonna go over to the bartender, just kind of poke him and say, "You know, boy?"
Vaguely. I think his name is Timothy from the village of Otterston. A few miles from here.
Which way?
Southwest, I think.
He nods his head and starts heading southwest. Goblins make great finger foods. No, he doesn't say that.
Well, I'm sure we'll see him again.
Is anybody
I'll get back and I go, fuck it. I got nothing better to do.
So both lizards are heading out the door.
I'm gonna leave too, saying Master says that I have to fight evil. So.
My character sees nothing in this for him. I am a rogue. I don't do anything out of the pity of my heart.
You're not even interested in the girl who's wearing the weird outfit, who has wings?
I follow her.
What is Turtle Man doing?
Well, I better go see what those guys are doing, so...
Okay.
Let's ease things along a little. I obviously examined the wounds. Everyone can see me examine the wounds. And I snorted and said, "Goblins," before I grabbed up my spear and just started heading toward the direction the bartender gave.
Alright. So you guys follow the road southwest. You did this for a few huh?
Golden Boy is a monk.
And?
I said everybody follows the road southwest.
Oh, I thought you were saying rogue.
No.
Hey, the GM, if I may ask, out of character for a moment, is 1d8 hit dice damage equivalent to 1d8?
1d8 is 1d8.
1d8 is 1d8.
A hit die is what you roll when you gain HP at level up, and what you roll again to heal at full rank.
I was trying to figure out what damage just my fists do.
You're a monk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Should be at least 1 to 2d4 if I'm not correct.
Yeah, at level 1 you do 1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I have 3 options.
Anyway. So, you guys travel for several hours, and in the distance as you're approaching, you notice a village that is very obviously been on fire at some point.
Does anybody else smell burning wood? Burned wood, at least?
I'd give you a look.
Well, the environmental damage to the village is pretty bad. I think with the right investments, we can make a lot of money off of this.
You notice that also that all of their livestock has been killed and just left to rot.
Well, after we get rid of the...
I'm gonna slap him upside the head.
It's obvious what's happened here. This village was attacked by anti-farmers.
I give you another look.
I've run into them a few times.
Hey, Drablask, can you hand me my books?
Oh, probably a good idea. I did not put that back in the little box thingy, right?
Anyway.
Hey.
So, you guys actually reached the town. What's strange as you're walking through is there are animal corpses, but there are no corpses for people. In fact, you'll notice that some of the doors in these buildings don't look like they've been shot down as much as they've been blown up.
Okay.
With small charges.
Somebody fancied themselves explosives.
So why are you hearing is that the goblins have C4? I know that's not what you mean, but that's what I'm hearing.
What was it?
So, are you guys going to explore any of the buildings?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm also going to check out the building, and I'm going to use investigation to find loot and any sort of notes or information.
Okay. So, of the buildings to choose, you have... At least this place had at least 1,000 people in it. So, from the buildings that you see, you've got 4 buildings on your right-hand side, 4 on your left. A couple of them seem to have their doors gone. Some of them actually still seem to have the doors intact.
I knock politely on one of the ones with the doors intact.
Okay. You find no response.
I call out gently, hello.
There's still no response.
I try the door.
You find that the door is unlocked.
I get a 15 on my investigation.
Okay. You definitely notice that this place has been attacked very recently. You've also found small footprints that indicate goblins and hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins?
Well, I think we can safely say that this place has been recently ransacked by a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, they left the poor cows.
Oh.
Those are good cows.
Hey, I was about to explore one of the doorless buildings.
Okay. Going back to Ninja Pie King, are you going to try and open the door?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a spot check.
Okay. What spot's on 5e again? It's just perception, right?
No, spot is wisdom.
Which is perception.
Yeah.
I got 3.
Ooh. When you open the door, you hear a click. Roll me a reflex save or a dex save.
Dex save.
Acrobatics, you have proficiency.
Yeah.
And I forgot that we're rolling with dice spot, so I just rolled my die.
Okay.
Luckily, I got the same result on the die as I did on the dice spot. 22.
Alright, great. As Beatrix sees this bottle falling down with a rag on fire inserted into it. She jumps back as the bottle hits the ground and bursts the floor into flame.
Now it's a party.
That's probably the opposite of good.
So,
Booby traps
booby traps, yes.
for the booby lady.
So they burned down their own village.
No. From what you can tell, this was set up after whoever was here.
So, would anyone like me to check all the doors before you open them from now on?
What about the doorless buildings? You guys think those have anything wrong with them?
The only way is to go and investigate. So,
I actually, after noticing the opening a door and the entire thing goes up, I start panicking and just decide, I'm gonna go investigate all of these buildings for traps so that this doesn't happen again.
okay. So, Pasta Shell, I think, is going through one of the doorless buildings, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And can I kind of stick my quarterstaff in first, like, in case there's a proximity thing?
Nothing of that nature.
All right. Do that. I stick my head in. Hello? Anyone here?
You don't see anyone. It's definitely looked like it's been ransacked. There is, however, a chest that's set up in the back of the house.
Alright, my investigation rolled a 19.
I ain't trusting that.
You definitely know that there's a far load of traps. What their nature is, you also notice that not all of them may well be doors. Anyway, what do you do?
I just basically said, I'm not trusting that, and I turned around.
Can I use a combination of sleight of hand, thieves' tool, and perception to start getting rid of the booby traps?
Unfortunately,
One of them is just a proficiency roll on your thieves' tools, but
yeah. But you also have to, because you know that there are definitely traps here, but you don't know like where exactly they're at.
Oh. Are they really that well hidden?
They're not it's not like every single door is trapped. There's basically, and besides, this is a place where 1,000 people live. So it's not just like one building. There are several buildings, so you have no idea which ones have traps in them, which one don't.
I'm saying that I'm investigating each one.
There's no amount of gold in that chest worth getting blown up for. Been there, done that.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're literally taking the time to check the homes of 1,000 people.
Within a reasonable, like a mile around where we're at. I'm weird and very panicky.
I'm gonna roll a survival check to see if I can't figure out which way the tracks are going.
Okay. But anyway, I'll do this case by case basis. So you go towards the one house that Pasta Shell just left.
You want to see what's in that chest?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
You see a ransacked room. There is a single chest in the back. It has some stuff filed on it, but it looks like nothing you can't just brush aside and look inside for.
Great, I do that.
Okay, roll me a spot check.
Is that
Perception. So roll me a perception.
yeah, that's
1d20 plus your...
yeah, perception is wisdom. Okay, wisdom. 1d20.
And as for G-Man's roll for his survival, you are having a really rough time trying to figure out where they're going because there's a lot of footprints.
I got a
Hold on,
7.
let me take a look.
7. Roll me reflex. You go to open the chest and you hear click.
Reflex is...
Dexterity.
Yeah. 20s.
Alright. So I get a 17 looking at traps.
Okay. You have a 17 looking at traps?
I rolled a 14.
Tracks, yeah.
Looking at tracks?
Yeah.
You see that these tracks go to basically every single house. But you notice too that there's dragging tracks. They weren't killing the people. It's almost like they were just capturing them and taking them somewhere.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. You managed to dodge out of the way, so you only take half a 2d6, so half of 7. So 3 points of damage.
I told you not to trust that thing.
As the chest goes click and explodes in front of you.
So where exactly is it going? Or the drags markets going?
There are some going out of town. It looks like that a good number of them are trying to go towards a barn.
Okay. So let's go check out the barn.
Alright. So, Lich is going to go check out the barn. Anybody going with him?
I will.
I will.
Alright.
Golden boy.
I'll be right there. Be right there, little guy. I'm gonna make sure Crispy here is okay. You okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
No
Stay that
thanks
way.
to you.
I said not to go in there.
It's a chest.
Well, ain't no riches in there worth getting. Been there, done that. Now, I'm, well, I guess some call it nomad, some call it bum. I'm a mono. Bonum, that's what it is.
You were trapped in your head as a child, weren't you?
Well, actually, you wouldn't believe this by looking at me. I'm actually the prince of the far-off desert kingdom of Kuramubila.
You're right, I don't believe you. And if you're gonna pretend to be royalty, might I say, acting a bit more with refinement?
Oh, I could, but well, let's just say my dad wasn't too keen on me leaving, so if I act a little too much like I'm not from here, then odds are somebody, either in a tavern, in the middle of a forest, one time near an outhouse, will try to attack me and bring me back.
That's oddly specific.
It has happened multiple times.
Where'd that voice come from?
Your characters are now slightly concerned that they've become schizophrenic.
Of course.
I'll tell you more after we get to take care of these goblins.
Well, for burning my fine clothes and dirtying up my armor, I say as the current head of the House of Hyrule, I should get my revenge on these goblins.
Head of the House of Hyrule, eh?
I have a signet ring and everything. I am the Baron of Hyrule.
Weird. I don't think we had any barons in Mobilla, but My dad
It
did
took
used
off
to
your
talk to
gun.
outsiders every now and then. So
Huh?
surprised he didn't talk about you.
What did you say, Viking?
I asked him how his character got to this plane then.
Oh, a bit of bad luck. Finding a mishap with a fake Triforge and some giant pigs. I was trying to sell a Triforge that I made myself to this kid in green with a really cheap looking sword. He didn't take too kindly to it.
Makes sense.
What's in the box?
Which box?
The barn box.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you approach the barn, it looks like from the outside that this seemed to be the last stand of the villagers. The outside has got axes in it. The doors seem to still be intact for some reason, but you can't exactly see in, but you can hear almost the mumbling, what sounds like somebody bound and gagged inside.
Are there any available windows?
None that you can get to. The
Are the
only-
doors open or closed?
Hey, I'm a monk. What do you think, that?
I roll stealth.
I can fly.
I can fly.
I go stealth.
You can fly too.
Yes, Lich can fly too.
I roll stealth.
You roll stealth. Okay, the only real opening this barn has is the
Barn doors.
barn doors and the hatch above them.
How high is the hatch up?
About good 10 feet up.
Okay, that's simple. I pop up there.
Okay. As you go up there, roll me perception.
Okay, 16 on stealth.
Okay.
What about perception?
I think Lich is trying to use dice.
I got a nat 20.
I kind of.
You okay,
almost
Viking?
wanna-
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I just had to leave and rejoin because I just completely lost all sound.
Okay.
Oh.
So you stealth around the barn. There was no other entrances to the barn than the front door.
Can I sneak through the door?
Or at least not that you can see.
Is the door open or closed?
The door is closed.
Is it open in or out?
Lich spots as he flies up a tripwire to a trap. You roll me perception as you go to open the door.
I
I go,
didn't
don't!
You hear from above you a lizard thing screaming, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
I'm asking about what way the door opened, and you're all acting like I'm going to open the door.
No! Crawl is trying to open the door.
I look up.
Not you, Viking. Crawl is trying to open the door. The way
Okay, then, if they're all yelling about the tripwire, I'm going to fly back 30 feet.
I stop myself from opening the door as someone shouts at me to not do it, and I look up and say, "Why not?"
There's a fucking tripwire here!
I'm aware.
As Lich's character can see, you notice that there's a tripwire and what looks like a very intricate network of dynamite hooked up.
Dynamite too! Fuck this!
We just loot dynamite and we don't set the tunnel.
And one lone person strapped to a pole inside.
Can I disarm it?
If you can spot the trigger inside the door, roll perception.
Yeah.
I think that would be investigation for a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Or investigation, yeah. Either one, actually.
What
But
would it be to remove boards from the roof?
I get an 8.
you don't trigger it off, but you don't disarm it. That would be strength check there, Pie King. So you see Beatrix Bodacious is up on the roof trying to rip up boards.
Well, since I can't disarm it, I say, well now, since the front's not available, and I pull out a grappling hook and try to climb my way up to follow them. That's acrobatics, right? Or no, athletics? Acrobatics, yeah.
That's a 16 to start stripping boards from the roof.
Okay, so Beatrix is actually starting to strip boards on the roof. Roll me dex so that you don't have boards flying down on your head.
Of course.
I didn't say I was throwing them towards them. I'm throwing them towards the other side of the barn.
Okay.
Quit being an asshole.
If you don't mind...
You did not specify. You said, I'm tearing up boards on the roof. You did not say, I'm where you were throwing.
Isaac?
Do you just automatically assume that I'm going to throw them at the party?
Yes.
You're a dick.
I have been in the process of walking around the barn and every about 5 feet tapping the wall with the quarterstaff.
Why?
If there's somebody in there, they're going to be attracted to where the sound's coming from. If I get it just right when we get in, they'll be facing the wrong
16
way
on
and you can go
acrobatics.
after them.
It's acrobatics to climb, right?
Yeah. You managed to climb up where Bodacious is.
Oh wait, I could
Well,
just
lady, would you like some assistance in trying to get in? I'm pretty sure the brute way is not going to be very effective.
As you've already noticed, like 3 or 4 boards have already been yanked up out of the roof.
It's not stylish enough.
Hey, is there a hill
only
near
know
one
what's
side of the? Oh, is there a hill near one side of the barn?
Actually, the barn is built on a hill that slopes.
Oh, well, there goes my plan.
Well, then I pull out a crowbar and start assisting her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fly in, staying in the Raptors.
So you fly over the tripwire.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fly in. You notice that all the TNT is kind of concentrated, while the TNT is spread out throughout the barn, the triggers are only in the front.
Okay.
You also do notice that there seems to be a hatch in the floor that was hidden at some point. It looks like that might have been how little Timmy got out. The only person that is currently in the barn is strapped to a pole.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hey.
I'm going to search around the pole.
Alright.
You're still on the roof. How are you inside the barn?
So
I thought you said I pulled away like 3 or so boards. That's well enough to slide on down into the barn.
Oh boy.
Okay. You got rope.
I've got wing.
Okay, well,
I have a fly speed.
one, you didn't tell me you were going into the barn. The person who went in the barn was Lich. So, for all intents and purposes, you're still on the roof with Crawl pulling up boards.
Hey, you said the trigger for the TNT is only at the front door, right? What if, hypothetically, someone who could basically turn into a ball, got a good enough starting speed, and rolled into the side of the barn, what would happen?
I'm just popping my
How
head
would
out.
you turn into
in
a
the-
ball? You're a
I'm
turtle.
popping my
I can
head
go
through
in
the
my shell.
rafters and going, hey, there's a hatch down here.
I can go in my shell. Be an oval rolling into a barn if you want to get technical.
So, okay. You guys hear that the Kabul is telling you there's a secret hatch into the barn.
Hi.
Is this before or after we finished uprooting all of the boards needed to get inside?
It's actually hilariously directly after you uproot all the boards you need to get inside.
I'm gonna go in and start clipping the fuses on the dynamite so that we can loot them.
Okay, that was a
That way
little
they're no longer
loud.
a danger to the guy.
That was a little loud for my earbones.
Sorry.
Okay.
Alright.
So what do I roll to loot the dynamite?
I would say it's a disarming, so survival, I would believe.
Survival.
Fortunately, since I'm playing them at the fuse area and not at the trap area, failure won't just set these off. And if they do, you don't know anything about dynamite.
1 second, guys.
14.
I'm switching something here.
What happened?
I decided to join the voice chat on my phone instead.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh wait.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Is there anybody out there?
Okay.
So let me get this straight. If we try to go
If you go through the front door, you are going to explode.
Fuck me, sorry. You were saying?
So if we go through the front door, we're gonna explode.
Yes.
Yes.
And if we go through the roof, we're gonna explode.
The roof? No.
Well, I don't know
Check
if I
on the
can
person
do
who's
it.
tied up.
You'll just have to wait.
So,
Well, I do have acrobatics.
okay. Wait.
So does the 14 let me get the dynamite?
Yes.
Okay, how much dynamite do I loot?
You
How am I
managed,
going?
you managed to loot about 10 sticks so far. It looks like they have about a whole barn's worth. So they've got...
Who unmuted?
Trey.
Remute Trey. I can't understand a thing you say.
I didn't say anything. This is to me. I think.
You know, it's it's freaking Crawl now.
Please stop. Otherwise, I'm just gonna mute you.
Actually, he's not even in the chat right now.
He's
I don't
still
think.
He's still in the lobby.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just muted everybody in your house except for you, Isaac. At least for my thing.
He's.
But I muted them on the computer, not on the...
Ooh. Are you still there, Piking?
Yeah.
Alright. I didn't know I could actually adjust individual volume settings for people.
Yep.
Dear viewers, please pardon our exploration as we go through Discord.
I'm the only person I'm pretty sure, other than maybe Guka, who's been on here for longer than like a week.
Anyway, so you actually get down to this person, both Bodacious and Rolker. Is that correct, Lich?
Close enough.
Why is it doing that clipping thing again?
I don't know. I don't hear it on my end.
All right.
Maybe because I have Carl and Lich both muted on my inner computer.
Are you muted them with your server powers or just in your thing?
In my thing.
If they were server muted, they wouldn't be able to talk at all.
Well, they're talking through his thing.
Anyway. So, you managed to find a single woman that's tied to a stake in the ground. It seems like she was set up kind of as bait.
Gonna check around her, see if they booby trapped her as well.
Okay, roll perception. Or investigate.
I'll do investigate. So 20.
Kaduk. You don't find any traps. Not on her,
Okay.
anyway.
I'm going to ungag her. And say, are you okay, miss?
Do I look okay? My entire family and village is kidnapped by goblins and hobgoblins.
Yeah, but how do you feel?
I'm hungry.
Has anybody decided to tell the lizard man or the turtle so that's safe to come inside?
Here's the question, though: did you all disarm the tripwire?
I asked if I disarmed all the dynamite.
No, you asked if you disarmed enough to how much dynamite you had looted.
Because I said I was disarming all the dynamite.
Okay, I must not have heard all of that bit. Alright. So you managed to so then the tripwire should be cut so there shouldn't be any explosions as you guys enter. So
If I disarmed all of it, how much did I loot?
some of it you decided were looked a little bit more iffy. You probably don't want to touch just yet, but you managed to get about 20 sticks of dynamite in total.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking sticks of dynamite.
Huh?
That's a little too much sticks of dynamite.
Considering they were rigging this entire barn to go kaboom,
10 sticks would have been enough!
It's safe to open
these
the door
are
now?
from what you've gathered from this village so far. These goblins seem to have an explosion fetish. They're
Who the fuck is selling dynamite to go?
Fast Eddie!
Actually, hold on! Let's roll some percentage on this shit!
technically it's not Fast Eddie. Kind of.
Hold on! No!
Hey, you got cold up there.
I got 9%.
You got cold up there.
And there's one thing that Fast Eddie always does.
Feels like it got cold out there.
What?
Oh, maybe. Just a bit.
All right. The elf.
Get my dice.
The elf is probably going to join us in the voice chat when he's
Okay,
in his
until then,
Monster.
he fell and hit his head.
Yeah, so that's Ears of the Oracle, where Fast Eddie can talk through me. Yeah.
So, Fast Eddie, you want to talk through the goblin? Or not the
I will sell anything to anyone because my only motivation is chaos and profit.
I know it is, but why goblins?
Chaos
We went over
and
this.
profit.
You do not need a repeat of what happened in the last city.
I don't explain myself to no one. Chaos and profit.
Okay, I'm trying to find all my stuff. Hey, where's the GameStop bag at?
I put it in your bag already.
Oh, which pouch?
It's the front one. The small one.
Okay. So, Fast Eddie has spoken. He has sold some dynamite to the goblins.
That's some.
A fuck ton!
It was on
All
clearance, apparently.
dynamite.
I would have did the same thing!
So I can come in now?
How much did we weigh? Yeah.
So can I come in now?
Yes, your character can come into the barn.
Alright, I grab the barn doors,
Hello?
rip them open, and bare my claws.
I'm still getting some stuff.
You see a turtle bust the door open.
The lady.
I know, Mom. Okay.
You
bye.
see them untying the lady.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody
I
else
can
is in
help
the
find
barn
some
at the
stuff,
moment.
okay? It's buried all over the place.
Remember, I've just been down here outside the barn, so
Up here.
all that build up and
I'm
okay.
gonna direct
Alright,
you to
I can help.
in where we saw the boys telling her that one of the other survivors is already there.
Okay.
I got everything.
You have to rescue the others. They took them. They took them.
Took them where?
I think they said that they were going to take them to the docks. Some place far away. I heard them saying that the Goblin Queen TNT is going to sell them to some patron of theirs.
I really hope it's not my dad.
Wait, the Goblin of Tea?
Queen
TNT.
TNT.
Well, either my dad or that jerk Sultan across the way from our home kingdom.
I've never heard of such a queen. Anybody? So what is Knowledge Monster?
That would be either history, survival, arcana, or religion, depending on the monster.
I have survival.
Celestial, Fey, Abyssal,
I would say
I'd
Knowledge
say-
History.
Religion, meh,
So I'm gonna go with
Monstrosity, Arcana.
Pretty much if it comes from a higher or lower plane, it's religion. If it comes from any other plane, it's arcana. Everything else is either history or
Survival.
survival.
Okay. So
There's
Somebody
certain
ro-
creatures that also come from arcana.
somebody roll me Knowledge History.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the stats for it?
Yeah. It's a knowledge. Technically, you can technically roll for anything. You just don't get your proficiency to it.
I'm not rolling solely because my character would have no way of knowing that they're not friends.
Okay. Isaac. I rolled one of my big die. It fell off the table.
Why is nobody using the bot? We have a perfectly good bot. The
I
DM.
didn't even bot.
I just got a nat 20 with this. I'm not using a bot.
I got nat 20 with the bot.
The whole point of why we have the bot is so that everybody could see each other's roll.
But at least two of us know,
Yeah,
right?
well, I could just say I rolled a 17 for everything.
Yeah.
But at least two. Okay, so still 20. Does that mean anything?
Well, those who rolled, I want to say at least a 15 or above, know that it's actually not uncommon for some goblins, known as a goblin boss, to take charge of a bunch of other goblins. Sometimes they'll be given titles like queen or king, but usually when hobgoblins are around, they're usually killed and somebody takes with somebody else taking over. So it's
much quieter.
So we got one goblin that's decided to boss around these other goblins.
Sounds like a kobold horde.
BRB, have to reset my thing because y'all got very quiet.
Aww.
So, for those who rolled, again, you guys know from the past that sometimes goblins will gain prestige enough in goblin society where they'll basically take charge of an entire calling of goblins, and they'll be called king or queen. Usually, these things can get kicked out of their throne very quickly, either by hobgoblins or some other stronger version of monster. Given that you've seen evidence of hobgoblins, it does strike you a little strange that they're taking orders from a goblin.
Okay, guys. I got an idea. When we get there, let me fucking talk to him.
Huh?
Let me talk to him when we get there.
Fuck-ing or fuck-and?
What did you say, Pie King?
Why must you be like this, Trey?
What?
Why must you be like this?
It is Trey Belowski. That is why.
Still tamer than my idea to survive in Subnautica.
That is true.
This character is better than the one from our Curse of Strahd campaign where he literally ate bird shit.
That is true.
I'm 0 for 0. I drank poo water.
Anyway, as you guys investigate around, it's very clear that they seem to have taken a few of the wagons.
They've taken a few of the wagons.
The villager actually tells you that it seems that they didn't just take the living, they also take the dead. So basically anybody that had resisted were also loaded up on the wagons with them.
I guess they take the dead to feed the living.
Or for some other nefarious purpose. No spoils from the deed.
Oh yeah. Bone dollows. Flesh dollows. Weird flesh
So,
crafting.
are we gonna...
Should we check the hatch?
Nah.
If you want to.
Is it trapped?
You open
Oh,
the hatch. You open the hatch. There doesn't seem to be any traps except for maybe at the very end of the tunnel.
There could be something down there, but I can't fit in the hatch. Little guy, how about you go down there and look?
I'm assuming you're referring to Lich's character.
Yeah.
I was about to head outside and see which way the wagons went.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
the wagon seemed to be heading east toward the coast.
Okay.
Should we go drop this hostage off at the bar with the other guy?
I mean, what do you want to do with her?
If you guys will wait, I can go take her back to the bar. Do I need to roll for another
Here,
headful
I
of
pull a
camera?
I pull cheese and bread out, rip a piece of each of it off, give it to her, and go that way. We got work to do.
Well, I have a home here, you know. I do live here.
Yeah, that's probably booby-trapped.
Wait, what?
Fancy man over there tried, and he almost got blown up.
I'm
They
not.
do have all the houses.
Well, not actually a princess, but over there, went in and almost got burned up, and I'm not even gonna try looking what's down that tunnel. So, if you try to go home, there's a good chance you might run into some kind of trap the little goblins
Why do
left.
you think my character is not a princess? She hasn't mentioned her ability to anything.
I forgot your name.
Bodacious.
Bodacious.
I think he's also going off the frilly pink dress and.
Really pink dress. My character is wearing a mini skirt.
That can count as a dress sometimes.
If you're a dwarf.
I hate you all. I
Hey,
posted pictures of her in the chat.
hey, at least it's not quite as bad as when we called your lizard folk character Colgate when it was Colette.
Yes, but I've actually given this one Mary Sue traits, so I was assuming you'd call her Mary Sue.
Have we actually even introduced each other in character?
Probably not.
No, not really. Y'all have just been falling around each other, just like.
The only thing I did was buy a drink for the lizard.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I explained my thing to Carl, but he obviously didn't believe it.
And I was within earshot of that when I heard it too, and then I heard his bullshit story that I could tell was bullshit.
Which, by the way, how did your character know that it's bullshit?
Me or him?
Because Hyrule is 3 countries away from mine.
Would have remembered my
I'm
dad
already running a
talking
multi character. I can do just that.
I guess my character was kind of skeptical because he knows that his dad talks to a lot of people, but that's it. It's like royals from other places come and go so fewly that any of them could be royalty or not.
So far, the Golden Boy has said exactly one word: goblins. And a little speech to the bartender. Otherwise, he's just been mentally dividing everyone into food and not food. And so far, the kobold is the only one in the not food category.
Why don't we use the trip to follow the wagons to properly introduce everybody? Except Carl.
Yeah.
Okay, my character basically explains how she was a princess and then she got hit by a bunch of wild animals and then wound up making a pact with some guy from Marchand to become a magical girl and wound up here.
Alright, I go
That's
into
good version of her backstory.
I go into a little more detail about why I had to leave. I could do that in character. It won't take like 5 seconds.
I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll an all-around insight to check.
Alright. You guys may have not heard me tell Fancy Pants, but as I was telling him, I'm actually a prince from the far-off desert kingdom of Kurat Mabilla. My dad was a king. He had this beef with this elephant guy, Sultan, in a territory across from them. They're always fighting over resources. Then one day, his wife and the other guy's wives gave him the idea to marry their kids to unite the territories. I don't know why I keep changing voices trying to tell this story. And so I was arranged to marry the daughter of the Sultan, Strawberry Shock, his daughter, Chocolat Shock. But I didn't want to do that, and I'm like 35. I'm too young to be tied down. So I, with a little help from this servant we had, I got on a boat and I got out of there.
Now, here's the funny part. Because according to the turtle race's actual age bracket, 50 is about their usual lifespan. So
Yeah, we've all agreed that is stupid, and I've elected to ignore it.
I think it's funny though. This like this middle-aged man is going, "I'm too young to be married, Father."
It really is too. Because
No, Daddy, don't
live
make
We've all
me.
agreed that the Torgal race's actual lifespan is longer than it says in the book, because otherwise it's just stupid. Yeah, the species known for living one of the longest lives in our world dies around 50, younger than humans.
Well, I have a different age if you want to throw that rule out then.
Make your character 12, so I won't be the youngest.
What do you mean? I'm the youngest. I'm 6.
Aw, you're less than half my age.
I'm also a full-grown fucking adult.
Who's got music going on?
So then my boat crashed, and I got picked up by these monks. Taught me some stuff, and just told me to go the opposite of where my old kingdom was across the sea. So I've just been kind of traveling and helping people.
Elevator music.
He's probably in the back of some retail store somewhere.
Christmas shopping.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So,
And I'm gonna let you guys know right now. You're still gonna be shocked when you see it.
Orange soda?
You're still gonna be shocked when you see it, but I have to paint my shell black. You see, in my royal bloodline, we have a generational alchemical spell that makes our shells appear gilded.
That's free money.
Yeah.
Nah, it only looks like it's made of gold. It was a cosmetic thing because my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa was just so darn proud of being king. Now that means problem is, now that means anybody looking to make a quick buck and knows and is talking
Basically, anybody that wants to make a quick buck knows about the Turtle Kingdom's royal heritage can easily spot his shell and use it as to know that he's the runaway prince, capture him, and sell him back to his dad.
much. That's hence my.
As you all hear this being declared by this booming voice in the sky, apparently. Either that or.
Thanks, guy.
Okay, I got to dip out for a minute.
Alright.
Okay.
But,
And that is why I live my Bowmatic night lifestyle. I like it. It's in being rich, having everything. I wasn't happy, man.
see, now I'm imagining just this character as being the extra hippie. Just that.
I've never seen man who can outrun me. Well, never mind. Everything can outrun me.
What?
Anyway, so are you guys gonna try and follow the tracks of the?
I assume that's what we were doing. That's why we were telling everybody our backstories.
All right. So you guys are gonna need to roll a survival check to actually track this stuff.
I have a skill in survival.
That is useful, yes.
I have an 18.
So you manage to actually track it until there is a fork in the road. It seems that these goblins met up with another caravan. Some of the carts that they stole went with that caravan. The others seem to be heading toward the coast.
Great. They've got 2 buyers.
You notice, however, that the one leading away seems to have things like dripping blood and stuff like that following the carriage. Most likely from the dead people. It seems that
We'll follow the character and have live people then.
Alright. So you
Let's
can
not go down the sticky road and go that way. I do not trust the sticky road.
Okay. So, you guys follow the trail until you find yourself getting close to what looks like a palisade with hobgoblins guarding the front of it.
Okay, guys. We'll go with my plan. I got this.
All right.
I want some distance.
Hey, if I'm not in visual range yet of the hobgoblins, can I hold my quarterstaff out in front of me and kind of move make them think I'm blind?
I mean, you could, sure.
All right.
Roll deception.
Roll what?
Deception.
Wait,
Deception. Now, I should, before we go further, this palisade seems to be between a cliff that you can smell distinctly as you're getting closer, the smell of salt water.
That's a beautiful smell, though.
Yes, but it also indicates that that this palisade is in front of a beach. Or a smuggler's cove.
Like I said, I got this.
3 days after we visit them.
Huh?
I said, I'm thinking of making this a free base for our characters after we beat them.
Right, do I still roll deception?
Yeah.
All right.
So what are you trying to lich?
16.
Okay. I'm walking up to the 2 hobgoblins and going, I am here as the representative of Fastedi. We want to hear about your service. May I see your queen or king? Whoever's in charge around.
You work for Fastedi.
Yes.
Okay. The hobgoblins.
Okay, I had to do actual work stuff.
Okay. So, Lich has approached this Palisade Gateway, saying that he is the representative of Fast Eddie. The hobgoblins open the door and push Lich's character inside.
Hold on. I need my new business partner.
Oh, I rolled a 16, by the way.
Okay.
And I point the lizard folk, and I go, "Come with me, buddy."
He's gonna lick his eyeball and follow.
So, by the way,
So the lizard folk and the Cabal are just let in the front door. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna wait and see how this turns out.
I rolled a 16 for my deception.
Okay. So you're gonna try and pretend to be a blind old turtle coming up to the.
Mm-hmm.
The guards look at you. They look at each other. I'm gonna have them roll insight.
Please, I'm just having a little trouble finding my way today. I don't even know where I am right now. I smell salt water, but that's about it.
Finally off of the mask.
Alright, 1 second.
That's what I was inquiring about, you see.
They're not buying this. They're sitting there looking at the turtle going, "There is no settlement within 4 miles of here. Where do you come from?"
I just walked out of my house one day and I just kind of kept going. I thought I'd run into something and stop, but it just keeps taking me in this direction.
Wait, is that the cat?
What?
Is what the cat?
I don't know what that was. I heard something beep.
Well, the
That
beep
would
is
have been my
Travis,
work phone.
but I heard it like an angry kitty noise.
Like an angry cat.
It was Wally.
Where is the cat?
Right here sleeping.
Catman.
Is it like growling at people in its sleep?
No, I think what you're hearing is a squeaky door.
No. Beforehand, the cat was literally growling and yowling at something.
You might have just heard me starting up my work van.
But I did hear that there's a place to get some assistance cheap. Maybe a seeing eye human? Or something to that degree?
Not quite wrong, but not quite what we do here.
And perhaps could you direct me to... You're granted, you'll have to literally shift me in the direction to go, but do you know where I could go to find such a thing?
They literally open the door and shuffle the turtle in.
Oh, bless you. Luck smiles on those who help the blind.
Let me know when I'm out of ear range.
They close the door behind them and just go back to what they're doing.
Yes, luck does smile upon the blind. If I was blind.
So, the lizard man and the kobold see the turtle somehow bluff his ass halfway.
He did not bluff his. There's no bluffing there. They put pity on him.
It's true. The guards just have pity on this turtle.
Wow. That tequila Joseph, then it worked.
What was that?
That was so dumb.
Honestly,
There is
if you
no
hear
reason.
a strange noise you can't pinpoint, just attribute it to me.
Okay.
Okay, as long as it's not strange sexual moaning, we're good. As Lich sits here and massages his mustache.
Wait, does Singer a mustache?
I've always had a mustache.
There's always a beard and mustache upon the Lich's face.
I remember the beard being kind of like fuzzy hobo beard, but not like hobo. Kind of like haven't shaved in a couple months, but it hasn't really grown out long either. Beard, you know?
Yeah, it's still kind of like that, except a lot redder.
So it's darkened.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is someone there?
We're gonna keep we're walking till later.
So what's
No,
the environment
not dealing
around
with
the
this.
Palisade look like?
All right. I'll just assume to go this way and not hit a wall.
What's the environment around the Palisade look like?
Oh my goodness. We actually have a comment from one of our regular stream watchers, Oleander Rainbow Glycerin. At least the guards in this world are more smart than stormtroopers. I'ma just pretend I didn't see that. I just...
I would. Look,
Hi Oleander, nice of you to join us. It's so good to see you again.
like,
We got regular viewers.
Yes, we do. When we live stream.
it could have been worse. I could have tried to walk up there in a dress with a bunch of tequila bottles.
Nice JoJo reference.
Hey. Remember?
So anyways, as I said, what's the environment around the Palisade look like?
It's basically just rocky cliff at this point.
How high up is it?
Surrounded about a good 30, 40 feet. It's pretty much the sides of a mountain that's had a center cut out in front of it. Centerpiece of it cut.
So, I'm still trying to pull the blind routine to be safe, and I'm just following them, right?
I'm going to observe what they're doing from the cliffside. Stealthily.
Okay. Roll acrobatics, stealth.
Acrobatics and stealth.
Yes.
So I'm
Acrobatics to climb up the mountain. Stealth to do so without being seen.
Climb, I can fly.
Alright, let me put it this way. Okay then. Stealth to not... Well, actually, here's a thought. Do you really want to be flying with a bunch of people who potentially have things like bows and arrows?
That's
Throwing
fair.
fucking dynamite.
Yeah, there. So, that's why I
I
said...
would absolutely put a stick of dynamite on the arrow and then shoot it at you while it was lit.
Yes, they would.
Maybe it'll
The
hit
stick
you.
of dynamite would weigh down the arrow so much it wouldn't fly as far.
See, that's why the hobgoblins fire it. So that...
That's why
so
they use a crossbow to fire it.
Yeah.
Take the next
That
right
would-
onto Gravois Bluffs Boulevard.
Maybe they blow up before they manage to shoot it. Maybe they hit you, maybe they don't.
Okay, then here's acrobatics.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Missouri 1.
So I'm just following the kobold and the lizard, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
basically
result
just-
17. So you managed to climb up fine. No. Please, but Icebot, be nice. No! Oh no! Oh no! They see you!
Roll, I'm driving.
He rolled a 9!
Oh,
Hey, make them roll perception. Roll perception on the dice spot.
Take the second right onto Missouri 141.
Because they could always roll an 8.
Fair enough, alright.
In half a mile, turn right onto the ramp to St. Louis.
Alright. So,
Hobgoblins are right here.
there's actually Hobgoblin in here too, but probably quicker to find in the. We do the awesome thing of the index. Hobgoblins.
I offered to look it up for you online, but Ben and I know their stats.
85. I did actually look this up, but for some reason I forgot to fucking bookmark everything.
I mean, there's these guys. It's these or them. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the first one.
Actually, I'm going to be using the regular Hobgoblins from the Monster
Okay.
Manual. So, nope, they all spot you. All 6 of the Hobgoblins spot you.
Okay. So they see that I've climbed up the cliffs. What are they gonna do about it? Because they already said I successfully climbed up the cliffs. That's what they're gonna do about me having done so. That's the problem.
Okay. You have 2 goblins that have definitely noticed you, and 2 of them that are completely oblivious. At the moment, they don't seem to really be doing much.
They're just giving me a look.
Pretty much. They're just looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? You haven't exactly done anything threatening to them at the moment. So they're just kind of looking at you.
except for the fact that they're clearly trying to be sneaky and unobserved.
Yeah. They're kind of just looking at your outfit and looking at you, just going, we kind of want to see where this might go, but we're also
on duty.
yeah. So they have 1 or 2 guys like have their crossbows trained at you for the moment, just half-heartedly, just like, if you actually try and drop into anywhere on the base, they might do something, but for now, they're just going to keep an eye on you.
Okay. And I'm keeping around an eye on the park. So. However, I will also keep an eye on the goblins who are keeping an eye on.
Because
I'm watching you, watching me, watching you.
pretty much.
Exactly.
Are we just inside the wall?
You're inside the compound.
Oh.
So, as Pie King's character is scaling the walls, the lizard man and the kobold are actually ushered into a little cave into the side of one of them.
And nobody seems to care about the blind turtle.
They're kind of they do business with Fast Eddie. At this point, this seems like they're like.
I mean, he's blind and he's slow. What's he gonna do?
Exactly. Another wonderful comment from our viewer. You wasn't like, yo, penis breath, come get some, I'ma kick your ass. No, you're more like, hi. I think it's more for you, Zach.
So we're going down another tunnel.
Yeah. So you go into another tunnel. It opens up. You see cages everywhere with people in it. They've got food. You see ships of people being put on and getting ready to be shipped off somewhere.
And was I still?
Critical
Am I just
role, we are
outside
not.
of the cave?
No, we're not.
Am I just outside the cave trying to tell old man stories to the hobgoblins?
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much.
So would you like to hear about my grandkids? Because they don't exist.
Yes, man.
They don't exist.
Can't get son to find woman.
You're 35 and you already have grandkids?
No, he could. He's just dead.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, we might know someone who fixed that.
Really? Well,
Or
can he do appointments on site? Because I can't really read, if you haven't noticed.
you have to speak with Queen. She do business with him. Him scary. We don't know what the hell he is, but him scary.
Oh, small world. I'm blind. I don't know what the hell anything is.
To be fair, they're not talking about Fast Eddie either. They're actually talking about the actual BBEG.
Villaino McVillain face.
Yep.
So cages. Nice.
Yeah, they have, they've got the humans chained up. You got one of the hobgoblin captains who's a bit smarter going, alright, get these humans processed. Queen TNT wants these fools onto the fortress soon.
Eddie is only scary if you give him a reason to be scary. The
Yeah.
people who give Eddie a reason to be scary do not live to tell anyone about how scary Eddie can be.
Well,
So
I couldn't read directions to talk to this queen, but I do know someone who could give me the rundown and push me in the right direction if you wrote down directions to find her.
Oh, we help you find her. They take the turtle past the lizard folk and then put him on a ship. with all the humans and cages.
Well, I'm gone. Do I do anything to stop this?
Do you?
Get on the ships and start freeing prisoners.
Okay, am I on the
He's
boat
a
yet?
turtle, the worst thing. Worst comes to worst, he can just jump off the ship while they think he's still old and blind and swim back.
How many goblins are on the ship?
There's at least a full complement of, so about 10, 15 goblins on the ship to man the whole thing. Lizard Man and Kobold, what are you doing as you see your turtle escorted onto a boat? The hobgoblin captain does turn and talk to you and go, "You want to see the queen?
Yeah.
Board our ship with us. We'll take you."
I have to get my accountant.
Accountant?
Yeah. The girl outside.
You mean the one scaling our walls?
God damn it!
Hey, I was scaling the cliff wall.
Exactly, you're scaling their walls.
And
Okay.
you completely failed to do so sneakily. Your bright pink miniskirt boy.
Hey, she wears purple.
You
Right,
gotta
but whatever.
excuse all these new ones, except for the lizard man.
Oh God! Look at this comment. Read that aloud for us, Lich.
I must resist to make a joke about bondage. This is D&D, not 50 Shades of Grey. If it handles BDS and well.
Come to think of it, wearing miniskirts and being above everyone doesn't really go well together.
Oh shit! Wait, what? Please.
Maybe one magical girl who wears pants. I'll wait.
Well, here's a question. What does Beatrix feel about everyone, basically all these goblins potentially seeing her underwear?
Oh, she hates it. However, she is contractually required to wear the outfit. She's also contractually not allowed to voice her displeasure about the outfit.
I'm out of the story and I haven't even started yet.
You're not even out of the story. You're on the ship that they're trying to get the lizard folk and the kobold out.
How long to your department? I need the accountant. And tie the goddamn turtle up.
Why do you want blind turtle tied up?
Just think of it as a pet. Or dinner.
Turtle is emergency ration.
Exactly.
You're gonna eat an elderly blind turtle?
Yes, they would.
Different strokes for different
He can
folks.
just slip him on his back and use his shell for the cauldron.
That just sounds absolutely cruel, but
I'm pretty sure people actually cook turtles like that all the time.
Yeah.
Are we still live?
yes.
How do you know?
I don't know. Maybe from Oleander's comments on the live stream.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
still in comments.
Oh goodness, y'all are breaking me already. We ain't even seen.
Just
I haven't even
Bring
been
my
able to get
accountant
my
here to me.
communism yet.
What?
Nothing.
I'm not even trying to be like a troll or anything either.
I know you're actually playing it serious, but it's hilarious too. It's just like
You're bad in just the right way to be funny.
yeah.
Did I manage to get where we need to go
from a shitty bluff, basically.
Yeah, and the pure pity from the guards.
So are you gonna signal for my character to come down or something, or?
Are you gonna go get your accountant?
They're scaling their fucking wall!
Well, technically, you're in a cave that's outside of where she's scaling the wall.
I told them to go get her!
You see a whole...
Very possessive.
Oh no! It's like, one of those types. You see a bunch of hobgoblins go out and going, "Hey, your boyfriend's waiting for you down here."
He's not my boyfriend.
That little guy must be packing a lot.
In character.
Your boyfriend, your boss, whatever the kobold is looking for you.
Oh, you mean my dealer? I fly down. What? The fact that I implied by his boss?
Dealer of pimp, either one is believable.
That's
Meanwhile, I'm just on a bolt doing old man talk to a pole.
They actually tie you to the pole.
Please! Gag him too!
Been a while since this happened.
As the kobold is now I'm assuming he's just breaking down and just going, why my life? Why is this my life?
Oh God, man!
So
I've been in stranger situations, so
Okay, I gotta dry my character sheet now.
Okay. So they bring Zach's character over. He's like, "This your accountant?"
yes.
She didn't look like she counts numbers very much.
We work with what we got.
I give you both a look.
I lick my eyes.
Alright, get on the goddamn boat.
You get on the boat.
They load the last of the humans on board. And they, and they set sail from the port. So, what are you guys doing as they're setting sail and leaving port?
I'm wandering around the ship taking stock of what all is here.
Well, there seems to be a whole lot of humans from various different villages. You don't see a lot in the case of like actual fighters. It's just farmers, women, children.
Okay.
It doesn't. From what you can see, roll me insight.
I can't. I'm tied to a pole.
Not you.
Roll insight.
Yeah.
Are they just going to send me to die?
Maybe.
I'm gonna talk to head honcho and find out about the coin.
So you talk to the captain?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to you in a minute. So, Piking, you actually notice that while these people are in cages, it doesn't seem like they're treating them like they would with slaves. It seems that they're actually interested in keeping them healthy.
Oh, I get it. Tie me up so I don't accidentally fall off the boat.
It's kind of weird to you, but what's even weirder is the fact that goblins and hobgoblins, who are not exactly known for their skills at the mast, seem to have been taught how to properly sail this sloop. Oleander, referring to Dustin's character, he's packing all right, but okay, that's the last sex joke for me. Anyway, so
Yeah, Oleander, keep the chat PG-13.
As
Don't get
we,
demonetized.
I'm not monetized anyway, so
as we have already bought up the entirety of the encampment, perving on Bodacious.
But you go to talk to the captain about Queen TNT, correct? Dustin?
Yeah.
Alright. What do you want to know about the Queen?
Give me whatever you got.
Well, she's a goblin, old as hell.
How old we talking in Goblin? Yeah.
I don't know her age exactly. I know that she's wrinkled, walks with a cane, likes tea a lot.
Okay then.
She's got one of those weird, strange goblin names. Her name is spelled Teaintea.
Hold on. What?
Okay. Queen TNT is spelled T-E-A, as in T-I-N-T-E-A.
Okay.
Apparently, you learn also that the hobgoblins are actually there because of her patron. They don't know who he is, but he's apparently got a lot of money. Doesn't mind working with whoever, whether it's humans, monsters, you name it. But from what they can tell, anybody that has a sense of smell almost swears that he smells more like a construct than a living person.
Okay.
But he's only ever showed up in person once. Since then, he's had strange guys in lab coats that have been demanding and requiring humans for their experiments.
Oh my god, the main villain is the SCP Foundation. It's
Dr. Bright. No.
Not quite, but
It's his cousin, Dr. Dark. No, Dr. Dim.
Is it one of the other Foundation doctors? Is it the OS Council?
no, it's not the SCP Foundation.
Thinking of COG anyway.
Anyway, but the experiments are kind of weird. Apparently, they're trying to do some weird
Science.
science with the humans. They don't know exactly what. They just know that they take the humans to the fortress, the doctors collect them, and then take them off to somewhere else. These doctors seem to be escorted by what appear to be metal men.
Oh.
Ah, they're making Warforged, aren't they?
With human souls to power them.
You're gagged.
Yeah, you... Plus, you don't know any of this, because this is in the captain's cabin.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Can I interject for a brief little interlude of comedy?
go ahead.
I find the ugliest goblin on the ship.
Okay.
And I say to him, I'll give you 2 gold for one of your fingers.
Creek Crag's finger? What gold?
Come again? I didn't quite hear that. This was cutting out on me.
He looks at you and says, Creek Crag's finger? What is gold?
Don't give me that bullshit. Goblins know what gold is.
Shiny coin?
Shiny coin.
Okay.
Jim, I'm giving him a couple of copper instead.
He cuts off his finger and gives it to you.
I give him a gold, and I eat the finger.
Yay! And he runs off.
Why did you have them tie me up?
You're still gagged.
You're still gagged.
I'm asking you out of character.
I thought they only tied up the turtle.
They tied and gagged him.
Yeah, they tied and gagged the turtle at the Lich's request.
The elderly blind turtle.
You are not elderly. They can see that from a mile away.
I have progeria, damn it.
Okay. So what else?
That's about what you can tell. From what he said, this patron seems to have a myriad of networks and things that he's doing.
Alright. How long until we reach?
Another couple hours, not much more.
Alright, you got any food on board?
He brings out a slab of slightly spoiled meat.
Have I fallen asleep since I've been tied up?
We have
you?
Have you?
Alright. Can I roll to have a dream or a nightmare?
50-50. Go ahead. Roll me percentage.
Heads you win, tails you lose.
17.
You have the worst nightmare of your father's disappointment in you. Even worse, you have the nightmare of literally being married to the person you ran away from, and having to raise your half turtle, half elephant, mutant hybrid children.
What would be the proper way to react to having a nightmare with a strength of with my modifier 18?
You mean a strength of 18? The modifier would be 4.
Yeah, so your modifier would be 4. It'd be a strength test to burst out of your ropes.
A, disadvantage. Because you're waking up.
Well, no, I'm just gonna have him roll strength test. I mean, if you're waking up from a nightmare, you're not exactly controlling your strength. There are people who will literally wake up from a nightmare, especially PTSD soldiers that'll fucking...
Well, if it's a paralysis demon.
So, anyway, roll for
What do I roll
strength
for that?
test. So it's going to be D20 plus your 4 for strength.
14, I'm not going nowhere.
No, you don't go anywhere.
I'm pretty sure you only need like a 10 to break ropes.
Is it?
You think they're tying them up with rope?
Like if it's metal chains, yeah, I think that's like 15 or 20. Yeah,
Actually, no.
I'm pretty sure.
They tied him up with ropes, so yeah, he does actually bust out because they're going to use the chain more on the humans than on the.
No. Ah!
I asked the room guy if he's okay, while pretending not to know who he is.
I'm perfectly fine, young lady. Yes. You know how it is in the mornings. Just you're so full of energy, yet free
It's
yourself
freaky out.
from restraints.
Piking is correct though. It is 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
I'm old.
Well, he's blind. He wouldn't know that.
Man, I'm pretending to be old so I can fall asleep all the time.
Okay, Captain. You got a small room I can sit in and talk with my partners.
Sure, down in the hold. This is a ship. We don't exactly have
Usually, a ship will have.
If we're talking about the old wooden ship, most of their rooms are going to be either in the hold or.
There's gonna be a bunk where all the crewmates sleep. There's gonna be the cargo hold. Maybe a small kitchen
Yeah.
in the galley. If they don't just cook it on a pot on the deck.
Yeah.
So am I just walking with the tiefling now?
Because old wooden ships aren't exactly as that large, honestly.
Not usually large. There's one in the Chinese explorer ship that was just fucking massive.
Yeah.
Like it made Christopher Columbus's ship look like a bath toy.
Yeah.
So am I just following the tiefling now?
You're blind.
Are you?
Where would you know the tiefling?
I am pretending to be blind, remember? So that would mean
Yeah,
I am following them while still trying to hold my staff out and just make it look like I just happen to be going in the same direction.
Okay, roll deception.
Thought that didn't work last time. 12.
I have to throw man while he's following me.
I'm not following you. I can't feel anything off the side wall here, and I can't feel anything over there. I just was able to smell the perfume you have. So I'm using my
blind
scent.
old man to sit still so he doesn't fall off the ship.
What?
He tells the
That's what I
blind.
told him.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Stay still so he don't fall off the ship.
Can I lean into the tiefling for a second?
I don't know. Can you?
I lean into the tiefling.
Bodacious, it's me.
However, you went with this whole lie, and we went with a different one.
By the way, what does Fast Eddie think of all this with his Oracle doing all this nonsense?
I know. Has the Oracle tried to contact him?
Oh,
Fucking dog.
I forgot. That's my curse, by the way.
Yeah, his curse is that literally, whether he wants it or not, Fast Eddie can literally talk through him if he deigns it.
Not really unchanged, so. I assume he's just walking away to see what happens.
Well, he is technically a god, so he's got that omni essence going on everywhere in every place at every time. etc.
Between you and me, I think I might be in a little too deep here.
I tell you that it's your problem, and continue on.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to still walk in that direction. If I drop the act now, they'll attack us.
Which is why I'm telling you to stay still and not fall off the boat.
Technically, they wouldn't attack the entire party. They would attack specifically maybe Trey.
Exactly. I'm trying to keep this character safe.
Why would they attack him, though?
Because he's not technically...
Harassing of business partners.
I mean, he might have lied to them about being blind, but he's not exactly made a threat of himself.
And old Turtle just ripped his way out of restraints.
Well, it's also the point, too, that
Not on.
I think we just lost Hiking.
You lost me.
Well, who went in and out of the freaking voice chat?
We're missing Josh.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, there's also the point of he's not with you guys, and if he's not blind, then he's either knows too much, potentially knows too much, or...
Well, according to the Kobold, they think I'm a food source.
Emergency food rations.
And if Bodacious heard him say that, that could be the cover for why it looked like somebody let me go.
Free-range food rations taste better. I only eat...
to sit his ass down somewhere.
Okay. Now, if you excuse me, I've got to keep up the ruse. Thank you for that advice, young lady. I'll go find somewhere to sit, and you can come back sometime. I've got some stories about my grandwife.
I've already started walking away.
Alright. So I'm gonna go find everyone but the goddamn turtle.
I thought we were... Yeah.
I guess I'm just not part of the story now.
You're still part of the story, it's just our characters are being separate because you separated yourself.
That was not my intention.
It was not, but
That's
you
where
did.
to go.
So now let's deal with the consequences of not being informed by purpose party of our plans.
Technically, none of y'all made plans.
No, I made the fucking plan!
You did not tell the rest of everyone.
I told them,
Oh,
let me handle this. I'll be back.
Let me handle this. It's not telling them a plan.
It is a fast Eddie's plan, though.
So we're going to be
This
up.
is
I'm
true.
forming a plan.
Chaos ensued.
Fast Eddie is, please.
Okay, give me a minute.
Somebody pass me the sugar cookie, please.
How must I earn back thine party's trust?
You haven't exactly lost it. It's just
BRB, my dad's gone.
alright. It's more along the lines of they had sort of a plan and you went the opposite direction.
It's time for a brief intermission because it is dinner time.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm hungry too, so.
Back up in like half an hour.
Yeah.
Is it over?
We're just taking a small
Yeah, we're
break.
breaking for dinner.
I just didn't know if you guys are gonna come.